guys, you've heard about Joe Nall getting rained out, so we decided to have a George Nall here at Tired Aviation. Got RC Jet dude here, Steve Hodges, and we've invited people up from Joe Nall that came all the way from California, Northern Virginia, all over the place, New York, and just having a great time out here flying. So we've made the best of a bad situation. We got a visitor with us today, and it's a guy you may know or may not know, but he's from Motion, and we'd like to bring him in now. Let him say a few words.
Hey guys, no, come on, stay with me. Hey guys, those of you who may know me, those of you who may not, I'm James. Been around the hobby for a good little while, done a lot of videos in my past life, but I am the new marketing manager for Motion RC. I've been working for the company for a couple months now. You've probably seen it in the edits, in the social media direction we've been going. And Joe Nall was supposed to be my big debut. I've been working with TiredIron and Steve, and we had Ryan and Mike. I was gonna debut there and take them on a tour, do all sorts of Facebook Live stuff. We had so many videos planned for Joe Nall, from formation flying to your custom F4, which we got to fly. We'll show you some of that. We brought the 8S F4. You guys, who've been hanging on for your pre-orders, they are now shipping, so we had that timed perfectly. And then we were also gonna announce motionrc.eu, which just went live today. This is Thursday, this is Wednesday. What's today?
Thursday.
Today's Thursday already. I've been so crazy. I've been driving up and down the East Coast the last couple days between Tennessee and South Carolina, and I was down in Georgia for some other stuff that we'll get into, because I know people are gonna have a lot of questions, so please, let's get them out there in the comments, man. Ask questions.
Whoa.
Oh, what is that? Whoa!
Big old huge jumping spider.
That is a big spider. So we're back. There was a big spider there, almost jumped on me. But so yeah, guys, obviously Joe Nall, just a bummer. What can you really, what can you do? I mean, they made the right call, obviously, of weather. I've been there in the past, probably about 6 times I've been now to Triple Tree, and I was there for some E-Weeks that got Hurricane Joaquin a few years ago.
We had a good time, though.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did. I actually did.
Half of it was great.
First half of it, yeah. You guys were there for the first weekend.
We got some good flying in while we could.
And you guys helped set up the field. We saw all those pictures and everything.
We helped set
so
up the electric line, which was a good opportunity and experience to help out.
Nice.
So,
in Triple Tree, obviously they do it well. I mean, but what are they going to do? They were 35-0, and now they're 35-1. The 36th one, they just had to cancel it. And it's sad, but we're planning on getting down to Joe Nall for September, the Nall in the fall. So if you guys want to get down there and see us, you'll definitely do that. And I know people were expecting announcements and all that good stuff, and it was coming. But we're going to hold off on a few, especially on the new plane we're going to announce. We're going to save that for another show, because we just want to do it justice. And, Ryan and Mike, we're going to be there, and we want them to fly it as well. So, just hang in there for that. But I do have a surprise for you guys here that we'll get to in, I guess, a little bit. But it's been amazing. I mean, if I couldn't be a Triple Tree, I don't think there was another place I'd want to be in this hangar. We had seen it so many times online. If you guys are following TiredIron Aviation on Facebook, I share a lot of posts that come through from the members there, and as well as some of the other Facebook groups, EDF Jet Clubhouse and things like that, the Hobby Squawk Forum. So this channel is going to start changing a little bit, as we get into the future. Motion RC is growing by leaps and bounds. I think a lot of our customers can see that. And, so you'll be seeing some of me now. You'll still be seeing Ryan and Mike, and you'll be seeing more of TiredIron and a lot of the guys that help us out, and a lot of the fans and customers. We see so much great media coming from everybody. I don't care if you put a run cam on your hat or you got a expensive camera. I want to share it. Let's send me that footage, share it with me. I'm basically the one behind the Motion RC social media accounts, behind the emails you guys are seeing. So, feel free to talk to me and, the whole crew, our customer service team. We're excited about our future. and 2018 is going to be pretty amazing. Like, Joe Nall was going to really kickstart a lot of stuff, so now we got put into Plan B, which sort of got put into Plan C, and, we'll figure it out once I get back to New York and, get sorted. But again, you'll start seeing me more, and let's just talk about Tired Iron Aviation for the first step. If you guys noticed, the last couple months, you've been seeing some of our guys like Alpha and appearing on podcasts, and we hooked up with RC After Hours. I had known those guys from my past life, and I wanted to get them involved because I think podcasts are just a great way to another different form of media to gather information. I love listening to them when I'm in my car, just another way to take your RC in. And I was listening to the one with you and Alpha the other day, and just to hear, when I started, I had no idea that you've only been doing this for about 2-3 years. And to me, that almost blew my mind. And I was like, wow, I've actually been in the hobby longer than someone else because I've only been doing this for like 5 years. I'm still a noob. And just to hear that is stunning. And to see how this place has evolved is just awesome.
We're a little over the top here, I think, but we have a great time. We built a hangar to bring in other RC enthusiasts and promote the hobby, keep people interested in the hobby, help new pilots build, fly, and just stay interested in the hobby.
Yeah.
But we have a good time here.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have several big fly-ins a year and camp outs, 2 or 3 day events, and a dog. We
got Spanky. I'll show you him.
And but we have a good time, and every once in a while we have a little incident. We had an incident today with an 8SF4. You'll see some of that on the line.
Just been that kind of week, guys.
Yeah, it's just been that kind of week. We've been flying the 6S's all weekend, and no problems. But today had a little incident. But I can tell you, the 8S is fast. It climbs out good, and you can just putt around at half throttle, and it's.
Yeah, I think I made George a little nervous this morning. We put the camera on his maiden because we were planning on doing that all with Ryan and Mike, the 8S F4. We were timing that with Joe Nall with the release because we figured mid-May we'll be at Joe Nall. Perfect time to do it. And then I figured last minute, well, I was down there anyway. I was off for the week. Wife wasn't expecting me home. Let me come up here. Let's do it with George and Steve. And it just, at least I got it on camera. If you're going to crash, make it epic. And if you're going to have a property that has power lines run through it, stay low. Stay lower than that. Or else, it'll jump up and catch you.
Or this will happen.
But you guys, I'm sure there's enough place in here. They'll get that system put in another F4, and they'll get you some footage of the 8S. And obviously, anyone who's starting to receive those 8S F4s, get that footage out there. We can't wait to see it. We'll probably have to be sending one over to Ryan and Mike, who might be going to Jet Jam next month. I think that's in Indiana, so they'll have one there, hopefully, and can fly that around. We love this community. Like, basically, what Tired Iron does here is sort of how we feel as a company, Like, everybody who works for Motion is a hobbyist. Everyone from our CS staff, everybody there flies. Our web guys are flyer, our CEOs are flyers, our product guys are obviously flyers, marketing guys now we're all pilots. We all love this, and as long as we just continue as we will and as we should with quality service and great products.
Quality products.
As long as you do those two things right, everything else will fall into place. So while we're here, since we showed you the 8S F4 crash, I might as well show you another crash. So I did manage to get to Joe Nall. I showed up Monday night, even though at the time I got there, everybody was already sort of leaving. You were packing up, and I ended up meeting up because one little tidbit, I'm going to be moving down to Georgia. So I'm moving my whole family. I'm in that process right now. I was down in Georgia looking at real estate, and I met up with the new club that I'm going to become a part of, which is the Cobb County Radio Control Club. So a lot of those guys, 10 of those guys, were going to Joe Nall anyway. So I ended up meeting up with them that night, and they have an excellent EDF pilot. His name's Eduardo, and Eduardo, I'm sorry I don't remember your last name right now off the top of my head, but I'm sure I will. But he was doing rolling circles with his A10, and then, I was only there for an hour, and then we caught a just another beautiful crash. And as I said, if you're gonna crash, you might as well catch it on camera. So there you have it. That was always a good one to catch, and you know, that's sort of how it goes. But then I left from there, came straight here, and obviously you heard about the 8SF4, but I do have something to announce, and these are coming early in the summer. But we have our new Admiral plug-and-play 450 helicopters. Over the last couple of months, anyone who's been fans of Motion RC, you will have seen that we released some XK smaller helicopters. Wouldn't consider them toys by any means, but you know, something small to start on. And then we partnered up to become the exclusive North American distributor of Roban models. So they make, you know, everywhere from 475 to 800 super scale, you know, expensive, beautiful, you know, heli kits. And we needed that in between. So Admiral is, you know, Motion RC's house brand. That's the stuff that we make and produce ourselves. And these 6 helicopters, I only have 4 that I was able to get to take to Joe Nall. These are pre-production, the ones that you're gonna see. But they are plug and play. So anyone who is used to a quad with like a Revo CC3D, they have a Sparky 2.0 flight controller in there that's stabilized. You can set them up like aileron, you know, throttle, rudder, like you would a plane. You can trim them out, and basically they're designed to just, they come out of the box all put together, put on your stickers, plug in your battery, and go fly a helicopter. Obviously, they are still 450 helicopters, and they use real parts, and those blades are spinning really fast, so be careful. These aren't toys by any means. These are real, legitimate helicopters, so you want to take your safety precautions, but this is now the in-between. For the guys who are maybe interested in getting into helis, these should help you a little bit. And we love them because just like our jets and our Warbirds and our planes, we love the scale stuff. And, you know, these aren't 3D helis. These are scale helis. So we have, right? We have a Huey. We got the Airwolf. We got an Augusta. We got an AS350. And then the 2 I don't have is an MD500. It'll be a police version. And we have an AH6 Desert Camel Littlebird. So we're super excited about these guys, and one of the most amazing things about them is that they are all going to be flown in our factory prior to going in the box. So if you get them and there's a little scuff on the landing gear, that's not because they got banged in shipping or anything. That's because they were flown. Each helicopter has a serial number and a video attached to that initial flight, so we know that that helicopter was flying before we send it out to you, you know. And then if you have a problem with yours or something, refer to the serial number that'll be on the helicopter. None of ours have it, so I couldn't show you where it's going to be, but I'll get that information as we get closer, because these aren't expected till around the summertime. But this is, and we don't like to make announcements too early. That's not what we do. But for these, we figured Joe Nall was a good place to sort of let everybody know, hey man, these are coming. So we're super excited about them, and we can't wait for our customers to get them in their hands, because, you know, I've been really enjoying seeing the scale helicopter groups as well. We're a part of a Roban, or I'm a part of the Roban Facebook group, and you see some of the scale stuff these guys do with their helis is unrivaled against, you know, the stuff that you guys are doing with the planes and jets. You know, it's just another aspect of the hobby, and one that we're excited to be a part of. So we hope any plane guys that were dying to get into helis, you know, this is a good option for you guys. So what I want to do is we're going to take them outside, and these guys haven't flown them, and let's just let some pilots take them up and see how it goes. You've flown helis before.
Yes.
From what I heard, you were a champion when you were younger.
I was, 1990 novice.
Novice champ. Hey, it's a champ of something.
Yeah.
And then you said you were interested in, you know, were you ever interested in a heli before?
Yeah, a little. I think these will be easier to fly.
That's the hope.
They have acro mode, right?
yeah, you want to go acro? You want to go inverted? No, that's the beauty of it.
Inverted under the power line.
Yeah, we got to stay away from the power lines, because this might cut the power line. A little foam didn't do too much damage. But, yeah, man, I'm excited to be here, and it's been a pleasure. George, thank you for letting me stay.
Glad to have you.
And I'm going to be back, because I'll be, again, living in Georgia within the next couple of months. So you'll see me pop up on videos from time to time, but it's still going to be mostly Ryan and Mike through the summer. And I'll do as much as I can. But again, I'm in the process of moving, and, you know, there's so much other stuff now with my job that isn't just about video. So, but I'll be around. I'm here, and pretty soon you're going to see a lot more from me. And I'm excited. I'm just glad to be back. I never really went anywhere. I was just, a lurker on the forums again, but I'm excited to be back in front of the camera and talking to just the people that I've become a part of, that I just, I love the community. I always did. I fell in love with it the first day I went to a show, and I'm just glad I wanted to make this a part of my life forever. So as long as I can do it, I'm gonna do it, because damn it, I want to do it. So let's go fly some helis and show you what these Admiral plug and plays are all about.
Very good.
Is that all right?
You are built for this.
I'm back, man. I'm back.
You are just a master. There you go.
Now, if the wind is picking up, you can add some trim to these if you want to. And again, they're stabilized, but they're not GPS lock or anything. They're not going to fight against the wind. The wind will take them but if you let go of the sticks, it'll balance itself out.
They're not going to fly themselves.
Yeah, they don't fly themselves, that's for sure. You want to be, obviously, as cautious as possible. Did you fly any, back and forth? Any, maybe fly out there or something? Up to you. I could always show you guys some footage. We took him to Chris Rybert. He's, been around the heli community a long time. Solid heli pilot. Me and him were out there and up in Rochester, just outside of Rochester, New York, for a full day. And he flew all of them, and we were having a great time, so I can show you that footage as well. But Steve here, this is what, your third flight on one?
Yeah.
So he's just getting the hang of it. But you can see, she looks beautiful. You're going to be able to do some nice, beautiful scale flying. That's what we want out of these.
Whoa. Dangerous. Very nice.
Well, what do you think, Steve?
It's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous.
I think plane guys are going to like these, I think a lot of people are going to like these.
Very well done. They fly good. If I had more time on it, I'd get used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I could do more with it.
Of course.
Feel more comfortable with it. It's been a long time since I've flown a helicopter.
But the beauty is, from your past experience at helicopters, I would assume you had, there's a bit of a learning to just flying a regular,
Sure.
heli the way most people are used to. So this is not making, we don't want to say it's, it is making it a little easier, I guess,
Sure.
To get it out of the box and go.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily, is it that much, did you find it
You
different?
No, but obviously it's going to go where you tell the sticks to make it go.
Yeah.
And if you're not experienced with it, it's not going to fly itself.
Yeah.
So it might be a good thing to get some time on a little bit more gentle helicopter with some training gear or something.
Yeah.
The way I learned was with wiffle balls on sticks, on dowels, strapped to the landing gear. That's how I learned to hover.
Yeah.
Back in the late 70s and early 80s. But no, that is sweet. Very smooth too, because it's all electric.
Yeah. And again,
Super
one of the
smooth.
Beautiful things we love about it, every heli has the same internals. So,
Yeah.
all 6 are going to come with the same insides, and they're also, the parts are going to be very recognizable to heli guys, But, again, we're going to carry, us, we're going to carry the parts, and, we're excited for people to just get some scale helis, because they're beautiful when they're done right. I always appreciated a scale heli when I got to see them at, Joe Nall or anything, or any show I went. It's fun to see a heli do what you expect a heli to do that you've seen in movies, that you've seen on TV, you know.
Yeah.
3D helis are not, you know, the only kind of helis.
Yeah.
And you know,
not
we hope.
everybody's able to do that.
Yeah, and you know, if you just want something that you can fly like a plane, do your ovals, and have some fun, you know, these things are great, and they look great. That's
Right out of the box.
Right out of the box. What do you think?
I think it's great.
There it is.
So guys, that'll about do it then for us here at Tired Iron Aviation. For those of you, again, I'm happy to be here. I can't wait to talk to you all on the forums, on the comments, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, guys. I'm excited to be here, and I wish it would have been at Joe Nall. It was supposed to be epic. It was supposed to be grand, but this place isn't so bad. This wasn't a bad plan B. So I'm excited to be at Tired Iron Aviation with RC Jet Dude and all my new friends and all the friends in the RC community, guys. Stay tuned.